on LinkedIn yet or not, but it's not.
Yep, it went live now.
Now it says
And
it's live.
now that's interesting because what I'm seeing on live preview is not that excess stuff. Okay, let me see.
I don't
Hold
see
on.
it on LinkedIn yet though.
I'm going to the page now. I don't.
Now I just got a notification saying it's
I
live.
did too. I got a notification that it's live.
Yeah. So now,
Okay, and you know what?
yeah, it's on
Hold on.
LinkedIn now.
I'm turning it on even.
Now I'm gonna see what it looks like
Okay,
on YouTube.
it also corrects my image both ways. It remirrors it the right way. What we're seeing in the backstage is nothing like what it looks like live. It looks like what it normally looks like live.
Yeah, that's what it said. It
It
was
does. It does. Well, they have the live preview here, which is great.
so now I'm just going to my YouTube to see what's going on. Um, let's see live. I'm not seeing it
Make
on not seeing it on YouTube, which is interesting. Oh, I got to go into the CRM Players. That's right. Let me
okay.
check CRM Players YouTube
All
page.
right.
Got CRM, and then I'll check out the Players PPN page on LinkedIn. See if it's there.
I'm on the PPN page now, and it is there. Wait, is that the PPN page?
I'm
Actually,
on.
it's not. It's not. Hold on a minute. Let me try something else
Okay,
here.
so it's on the CRM Players LinkedIn YouTube page.
Okay, wait. Blaze Productions Network is live testing out EVMux. Yeah, so it is on.
Cool. All right, that's cool. That's
And
so that's one
Sven,
part.
this moment of Sven's already happened.
All right, you know what? But it's funny. I don't see any Oh, there it is. All right, so I see two comments.
I see Sven's comments on LinkedIn.
I see Pierre.
Oh,
Hey,
oh,
Pierre. Hey, Pierre. Yes, we're testing out. So we've been using StreamYard forever for doing our CRM Player shows and all this stuff. So now we're testing out a new service called EVMux.com. It's a terrible name, but it hopefully it'll allow us to have a much more ability and capability to do customization of the look and feel. But we also just found out something that it does that StreamYard doesn't, which is it allow you to stream to multiple LinkedIn destinations instead of being only limited to one. So we're able to stream to my LinkedIn profile and our PPN Players Production Network LinkedIn page. Before you'd even have to do an either or. So that's one really nice positive here for that.
yeah. I mean, it's also got the ability, unlike StreamYard or Restream or any of them, really, to actually communicate conversationally with the people in the green room from either live or in the green room, right? So if Brent and I, for example, are just in the green room waiting to come on, we can literally converse as if you hear us now. Where in StreamYard you can't do anything. You can type a private chat comment and someone can see it. But this one you can, and theoretically I could have a conversation with someone in the green room right now who will hear me, and the rest of the people here, theoretically, we're not sure of this, won't hear me. The rest of the actual guests wouldn't hear me. So it's got that as another advantage. The level of customization is off the charts in terms of what you can do with it. It basically takes about 10 things, 10 separate tools we would be using, and puts them all in one.
I'm just
Um,
LinkedIn to see how it looks on LinkedIn. Yep,
yeah,
it looks.
and that's the other thing. The broadcasting is very clear. And and say for example, so Pierre, there's your
Comment.
comment. We could customize the look and feel of the comment, which we really can't do so much, right?
Yes, this is not an AI announcement. This has nothing
No,
to do with ChatGPT.
no. But other than our dialogue is completely written by it, right? So, yeah, this is pretty amazing, really.
No, so far I haven't done anything in terms of latency. It would be good to kind of get an understanding about how that's going. Um, might be hard to do that with just us, but
Yeah, but we can listen later, and we'll
Wait,
for
now you're seeing the crawl at the bottom now, right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. I
Oh,
got.
okay. So I just went to YouTube CRM Playaz. It's clear as day there, and um, and I heard we can listen later. Then, at that moment, meaning there is some latency, but it's not the kind of latency that anyone's going to notice unless you're listening to two feeds, right? So
Right.
we won't have any issue. We shouldn't have any issues. And
Now,
there's so much more we can do with it.
yeah, I mean, this is just a bare bones test, but the other thing, it'll be interesting to see, like, it's Saturday, so there's probably not much going on LinkedIn by way of streams. So I don't know if we run into that same issue that we run into with StreamYard with LinkedIn, where people keep saying it starts over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know, if we're gonna see any increase in that area. That would be great if it does. But it's already doing better than StreamYard because you're able to do multiple destinations to LinkedIn. That's great.
And the other thing it does, which is a huge plus, it does what Restream does, which is it does custom RTMP ingestion, meaning we can take special stream key and a URL, plug it into something somewhere else, and we can broadcast to all the channels we set up for the projects that we have set up here. Projects are like a session. You can set up a project though with sessions. So, for example, we could have a project called CRM Playaz, and we could set up our next 5 episodes, each one being a separate session, customize each one if we want to, or just use a universal, specific customization we've already developed, and then just start them up. And unlike, it's a little bit complicated and messy, but unlike StreamYard or Restream.io, EVMux us to allows co-hosting. Like, Zoom, of course, makes that very easy. You just hit a button and it goes host or co-host. But StreamYard doesn't allow it, and StreamYard doesn't have custom RTMP ingestion, and Restream doesn't allow it either, although they do have custom RTMP ingestion. But so this way Brent's actually the host, and I'm just a guest right now. That's how we have it set up. But once we can iron out a kink or two in how it works, that way a team member, I can be a host, he can be a host, which we could be co-hosts, whatever. It's really, really flexible that way. It's in the north. And the other thing is, they have a segment called Pro Scenes, and you develop highly customized stuff that you then bring into your actual live streams. And then they have dynamic scenes, which you just change on the fly. You can change things on the fly. Pro Scenes is where you really get the deep, deep customization, and there's a lot. And you can make you can literally with pro scenes, and actually I don't know about dynamic scenes, but with pro scenes, Brent can change the size of, as the host right now. He could change, if we had 5 guests on, he could change the size of every box. He could readjust how everyone looks against everyone else, so that you actually have a custom click on it and it'll rearrange, into boxes of sizes that he chose. So I mean, things like that, which are really, that's a big plus.
I was just doing a little latency test on I think that was Facebook when I was changing the from here to here. It took about 5 seconds. For LinkedIn, it took about 14, 15 seconds.
For it to pick up the same. Yeah, I think, again, like anything else, the latency doesn't matter if you start and only watch one thing, and everybody's watching from the same place. But it will matter if we're doing multiple sources. So we're going to have to figure that out.
I mean, but right so far, like the biggest positives I would say are definitely multiple being able to stream to multiple LinkedIn destinations at once.
Yep.
Um, We'll see.
If we could set it up so that our website gets custom ingestion, can take custom ingestion, that would be amazing too.
Yeah, yeah.
So we could just stream straight to the website.
Yeah, that's cool. And then the comments are coming in nice.
Well, that yeah, and by the way, all of you guys comment. Well, Pierre and Sven anyway, who are commenting on LinkedIn Live. That feature, the comment of LinkedIn Live comments was added as a feature yesterday.
And
So
here's one that I'm trying out now that StreamYard couldn't do. So it would aggregate all the comments, but if I wanted to reply to a comment on LinkedIn, I couldn't. I couldn't. I'd have to reply to, I had to reply to it on YouTube or Facebook or everything but LinkedIn, which would make no sense. But now I'm trying out to answer both Sven, say thanks to both Sven and
Pierre.
Air, and I'm doing it on LinkedIn, and I want to see if it works.
Oh no, well,
Yep,
that
there it is.
worked perfectly.
So that's something I couldn't do in StreamYard because it wouldn't let you. It would aggregate the comments coming in, but I wouldn't be able to actually answer the comment back to LinkedIn. In StreamYard, I have to go back out to my LinkedIn, tab and answer it that way. This way is nice. So that there are two distinct positives here for that.
Well, on the whole, honestly, I mean, the other side, just on the most basic, the image is good. The image quality is good. I mean, it picked up, it took 1 second to pick up the appropriate drivers that it needed to pick up to get the image, the video and the audio right. To get the video and the audio right. I mean,
What's funny here? Now here's one that's not as positive, and it's kind of I don't. This is weird. All right.
why?
Um. So I'm looking at. All right. So it just finally came in. This comment I was seeing on LinkedIn, but I wasn't seeing it showing up into the aggregated comments in EVMux. But it did. It just took a while. See, it's saying it was there for a minute. It literally just showed up.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
And it showed up. It showed up in the proper sequence, which is one up on you. And
Yeah.
I was wondering why it kept red on the comment side, even though I was clicking on off. It just kept staying as red. Like right now, it's clear again, but it said new comments, and there weren't any appearing. But that's why they were there. They just didn't show up fast. Again, that's not a terrible thing, but at the same time, I think it might be just because of the way they use LinkedIn Live comments.
He put another comment in that I'm seeing in LinkedIn, and it hasn't showed up here yet.
Okay. Well, that's slow.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's just no. It looks like that's the same comment.
The iPhone comment.
Yeah.
And by the way, thanks for the help here, Pierre, and also you, Sven, if you're still around.
Yeah.
It really does help us like figure these things out. We're looking at possibly putting the entire network, all of PPN on this platform. So this is kind of an important thing for us. Hold on a minute. Got it. Okay. So let's see here. So Pierre, you're the CEO of Zamana, huh? I'm going to connect with you. I'm going to go to your profile and connect.
I've known Pierre for years.
I see. I haven't. First time.
He's from on the small biz trend side.
Ah. Well, I just connected with him. I mean, I just put out a ask. So hopefully he'll say yes. Ow. I like this. I actually really like what we got here. I think there's a ton of things to learn. I think with Kenny, I'll probably do an EWPK pre-record test run also. I think I'm going to make a point of my first thing to find out is how to get the team member collaborator thing working easier than they have it. Like when I was looking at it, even though I kept approving it, it never said approved. So, even though I kept verifying everything it asked. So even right now, I'm looking at the console, and it still says Paul Greenberg waiting for approval.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
this
gonna
thing
do.
I have to do on. Oh,
I
look at
made what?
uh, this looks good. It says Brent Leary on Facebook. I just put a comment out on Facebook to see how it comes in. Yeah, are you seeing it?
Yep,
Oh, okay.
that is really it. This looks good. That's for real. Yeah, no, this is really good. It's actually very it's very neat too. Did you notice? I was just like realizing this is very organized and neat.
Well, it's definitely from I guess the organizer or producer or director, whatever you call it. Um, the interface is a little bit cleaner.
All right, so I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna try something here. Hold on. I'm gonna.
Should try playing a clip. Let's see. Share.
Yeah. Well, I was actually looking at. I got. Let me just try one thing here. I got something. I'm gonna just play the intro. Now I'm gonna play. I'm gonna try something that's not might not take. It's an MOV file. Let's see if it plays an MOV file. I don't know if it does or it doesn't. No, it doesn't play QuickTime. All right. I wanted to see if it would do that. It didn't. Um, hold on. Now play an MP4 file. Here we go. This is the now this is it's a big file. I'm deliberately testing limits. This is 2 gigs, a little over. This is the interview with Sarah. Okay, so now it says sharing, and it's there. So I
Okay,
guess okay. So here we go.
so I can add it.
Yeah.
All right, Paul. We're in
Wow.
our appropriate studios. So now is one of the segments that I love, which is which way is up.
For some reason,
And
Kenny's
who do we
voice
have,
went up.
Paul? I mean, it's just
We have got this
I d-
is
Okay, now I can control this. As it
different
turns
than
out.
any other kind of guest and
But it's
and
having
an
funny audio
amazing human
results,
being
though.
as a human being as I've ever met. Really,
Yeah.
we have Sarah McDonald, and Sarah.
That did you catch the audio problem there?
Yeah, I said it was totally out of sync.
Well, not only out of sync, Kenny was going high pitch. I was going low pitch at times. It literally slowed up or sped up.
Yeah, I was too busy. I was too uh, looking at the lack of synchronicity, I guess.
Well, I think part of that was because I was also testing to see how much control I had over it when it came to it. Let me stop the share. Which was I had complete control, so I was stopping it.
Oh, okay.
I was stopping it at times.
But it also seems to be some issues because when you remove it from the screen in StreamYard, it stops the video from playing, and it still is playing, which isn't good. That part isn't good.
No, well, I think the other thing with it, one thing which I did, were you hearing me talking while that was playing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. The other thing that was those, is there a way to create a window where you and I would be like we do with the watch party? You and I on one side, the video or the stream on the other side, so to speak. I was wondering if there's a way to flip the thing so that you and I would appear so we could comment, do a
Yeah.
reaction.
You didn't see. So when I went to this move, that's what it had. It had the video playing in big screen, and then us at
That's
the bottom.
See,
Right.
all I saw was the screen.
Let me see if I bring up I'll
Yeah.
hold on a second. Let's go back to this. Share video. Let's see. Just want to find something I can bring in here.
Yeah, something smaller than what I had.
What the hell is that? Goblin.
What was that?
No, I'm just trying to find a little video that'll work. That isn't too big. Oh, that's kind of big. Okay. That's kind of big too. I don't have a lot of stuff. All right, let me try. This is weird. I forget where I got this from, but um, go like this.
Happy holidays.
Oh, I know where that came from.
See how you can have it like this?
Yep, I see it.
That's how it work. How do you replay that?
Just click it again.
Happy holidays.
So that's how it'll look if you're sharing a video. Or you
Okay, so now here's something interesting.
have it like this too.
See, my view isn't changing anything.
Really?
All I see right now is I see the goblin. That's Jason Lundy's thing. All I see is the goblin, and then at the bottom of the screen, underneath that one, two small boxes, one with you, one with me. The live preview version, which has us on the right side, I don't see that.
No. What?
I,
Well,
s-
really?
I see it in the little live preview box, but I don't see it.
Because I'm looking
And
at looking at it on LinkedIn, and I'm seeing exactly what I'm seeing here.
well, I may see it on LinkedIn. I just don't see it on the actual screen. Let me.
That's strange.
Yeah, very strange. Yeah. let me take a quick look. Okay, well, on LinkedIn I'm not live, so okay. Now, yeah, I do. Now I see it. I see it on the feeds, but I don't see it on the stage. In fact, what I see generally is I see me as if I'm still backstage with with the extra, you know. I don't see the image you see in live preview, and the image that I see that says on stage are normal, but they're mirrored.
So
You know.
I-
However,
I-
the image I see on the screen the big screen is as if I'm backstage with that bokeh like background stuff, mirroring the edges and all that stuff. It looks like as if I'm still backstage. It doesn't. When you put it out there, it's fine, but I don't see it as if I'm involved. That's a downside. It doesn't bother me much, but it might bother some of the speakers.
does this thing? I didn't even look for Twitter, but was there you have a way to stream it to Twitter as well? I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
I think so. I think I'm pretty sure. I got to figure out something. I thought there was a universal way to set up your streaming, you know, outputs. Like we set it up once for Playaz web YouTube, once for for PPN PPN LinkedIn page, once for Playaz LinkedIn page, etc. And it would carry through all projects. Because you have to do that each project. It's not a big pain, but it's a pain.
Well, you got to do that for StreamYard now, so I'm kind of
Where
used.
you have to reset it every time?
You got to select your destinations.
Well,
on your-
yeah, but they're listed, and you just click box, because you've already set them up.
Yeah, well, I hadn't set them up before, so.
Oh, I had. That's why I'm saying.
Well, that's for you. See, I set it up.
No, it's the same site. Don't forget, it's the same login. It should have been there when you looked.
Yeah, but my destinations aren't the same.
No, I know, but
So maybe
well, let me ask you this: did you see destinations set up when you went in and looked? That's all I really need to.
you know what? I don't even remember.
Because I had set up like 5 or 6. I didn't set up any on my personal pages, but I set up PPN pages. I set up LinkedIn Live Playaz, stuff like that for some of these. I mean, it's going to vary. Like we don't want.
I don't think I did see it. But,
That's interesting. So it may be because I had also deleted the test project that I had run.
uh,
I had deleted that
well, I
project.
don't. Did you see a place where it's like universal settings, or
I didn't think about it. I just assumed it. So that's why when you said what you said, it surprised me a bit.
because every show, just with StreamYard and Restream and all that. Every time you do a broadcast,
Right.
you have to set
You,
up everything.
well, see, I if I
Well,
remember
you
correctly,
at least
all you
have,
have to do is check the box of the ones you already set up, or
yeah,
turn them on. Like
yeah,
Restream, I
yeah,
have a list of 10 things that are set up for us, and we can turn on and turn off any ones we want as we want them. Because, for example, with ITHS, we don't want it streaming to the Playaz page, but we want it streaming to all PPN pages. Probably want to create a page for them, but either way, we want it streaming to PPN, not Playaz pages, because they're not the players,
right.
right?
Well,
So to speak.
yeah, well, that's what happens now.
Okay, yeah, this is fine. I'm surprised that the stuff I had set up was gone. That's why.
I don't recall seeing it, but I
Yeah.
was looking.
Well, it's all right. I mean, most of it's set up, and we just have to pick and choose each show which ones we want to do. I mean, I like the idea of transition. I mean, we have a lot to learn yet, but I'd say by maybe we s- we start transitioning pretty soon, but we try to transition through. I don't know. I'm making this up completely, but let's say we're done transitioning through by May or June or something.
Well, what the do you know what the storage limits are for this? Because like I know StreamYard, you get 50 gig of storage space.
No, I don't. I want to say it's a lot more. For some reason in my head, I have it's considerably more than that. Um,
Well, when we end
it,
the broadcast, we'll see
yeah,
what it says.
yeah.
That'll tell you something.
Between watching Kirk Nugent and I think his name is Anthony Salandar, pretty much learn what you need to learn.
Now I'm on the chat, and
The
it has
internal.
between group and Paul Greenberg. So that's one that's kind of nice. You can send one to anybody individually because in StreamYard it's just a one person sees all kind of thing.
Right.
So I sent one to you.
And I responded to you.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So that's nice. And StreamYard, everybody sees everything in the private chat. So that's
So the
kind
question is what? Yeah, no, I like that. Again, the positives. One thing with this platform that I actually have loved is the level. They're turning out really smart features and functions really fast. And they are really like cranking them. Every week they have something new that they've done that actually is useful.
I'm trying to see how the talkback works because I don't see anything on that.
I can't see that. So
Like if I wanted to say something to you that everybody watching the show wouldn't hear, I'm trying to see how I would do that.
okay, so I am going to share the screen as a Chrome tab LinkedIn. Okay, the LinkedIn page. So what I see, I see the LinkedIn page, but I don't see it. That's weird. What do you see? Do you see a LinkedIn page?
I'm on my LinkedIn profile.
No, no. I just shared the screen to be a LinkedIn page, but I don't see
Okay.
anything happening.
Well, that's because I have to put it up.
No, but I don't even see it in the background there.
I see it.
Usually, I
See it?
see. I don't. No, I don't see it.
You don't see it showing on the screen right
Oh
now?
no, now I do. Now I do.
Oh, that's some
Now I
latency.
do. No, it wasn't that. It was that I had flipped over to the LinkedIn page. It took me for some reason when I shared the screen, it literally took me right to the tab. I don't know why. Rather than take me to live preview. See, in order for me to see a realistic view of what's actually going on the,
Oh, you just stopped the share?
yeah, I did. No point in keeping
Actually,
up.
it's saying no connection. That's interesting.
Yeah, we went. Well, that's weird. I see that too. It looks like it's down. So wait a minute. Okay, so hold on. So it says no, okay, now it's just normal. But so for me to actually see what it looks like to the audiences watching, I have to look at live preview on the left. That's the
Yeah,
only way I can.
so I don't even see a live preview. I just see
Well, I'm a guest, so
where.
I'm seeing
Yeah,
it from that standpoint. But
I'm gonna log in and see what you're seeing. So I'm gonna send myself an invite.
it's weird. This part's weird. I don't care for it that much either.
Let's see. Just want to see what it looks like.
To me, I should see what it normal. It should be what I always see, what everybody sees. I should see, but I don't. Now, if I came in as a collaborator, it might look different. I don't know.
I would assume it would.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to. Oh, Tina is watching. Tina, you can send us. She sends me a text. Hello. Send it so Paul can see it too. If you have some feedback.
Well, I'm seeing it. She wrote in the comments. It said, "Here if you need
Oh, okay.
feedback."
There it is. There she is. There,
Yeah.
and she's watching. Oh, so she sees it on Facebook. All right, cool. Thank you. All right. So now I want to come on as a guest. Okay. Allow. Enter my name. Okay. Join broadcast. Now I'm waiting to see me show up in as a guest. All right.
Now, see, I don't see you as a guest.
Because I haven't added.
No, that's what I mean. But I don't see you in the green room or anything.
Right. Now, if you're a
Well, then I should see you. Everything you see, I should see. Now your mic went silent though for a second.
all right, there it is. All right. Now, now I want to see what. So now I'm seeing a different. I'm seeing what you're seeing.
Yeah.
So you have this backstage on the left. I don't have that as the operator of the event. That's why I didn't know what you were talking about.
Right. Well, see, I have on the left, I've got on stage right now, and then live preview. The only thing that's accurate to the viewer is what you see in live preview.
What's
What
really
you see on
exactly.
what you see on the big screen is completely it's the back. So one is on stage, meaning I'm visible, live, but live preview is what everyone sees. What we're seeing here is a backstage view of on the bigger screen, which I don't think is. I don't get that.
Yeah, it'd be better because at least StreamYard
Live,
lets you see what.
right, which is what it should be, and live preview. Well, so well you can't, huh? You
Wait a minute.
can.
You're not even able to see the comments unless I put them up on the screen.
No, I see them. I see all the comments.
No, well, because I'm looking at it.
Well, you're probably because you logged in late, so nobody's
Oh, wait.
here. Somebody has to.
Oh, so
Tina,
you go to a,
Tina, write a new comment.
no, I see
Tina.
it now. I see it.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can see the comment. I mean, you can.
It just looks so different than what shows up on the actual broadcast.
Well, there is a way of dealing with the. Well, kind of a way. Hold on. So, you can expand the live preview with that little thing in the corner, and that'll actually give you. It's actually annoying though because it's a slight amount of latency. Doesn't really work. I mean, you could do it that way, but it doesn't really work great. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to have guests see the live preview screen as the main screen, because I think that would be very wise. And I'll put out a note to, I'll send a note to customer service about these guys about this.
Well, yeah. So all right. So the live. So the you would probably rather see the live preview as the main screen.
Well, also look at this. Here's an interesting example of it too, a level that might not even be apparent. Look at on the screen as a guest. Look at your lower third. Just these little tiny gray boxes, and then look at the lower thirds on the live preview.
Yeah, they're different.
They're the ones you should be seeing.
Right. That's
And the
why.
other side is the mirrored image.
Well, that's why I was saying it. I wonder why they don't just let you see the live preview
I
as
don't know. That's
screen.
why I'm going to send them a note about that. I'm going to ask them about live preview and about collaboration.
I mean, I don't know why a speaker would need two views.
No. A speaker should get a live preview view, and that's more than enough. And it should be that way you know what the viewers who are watching will see.
It's not even a preview. It's just the live view. It's the broadcast.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing two things, you really only need to see, what the live view, not live preview, live view.
Well, live view would be the live preview as a view. But
That's what no, you should
yeah,
see what it's just. It's not. This isn't a live preview. This is what's
no,
literally going on. It's not a preview. It's
right. I agree with you.
I don't know why you need two separate views.
Well, I mean, effectively, there's three views here.
Yeah, because you got this backstage thing, which I don't
Well, it's
know.
not backstage. It says on stage.
Mine says
That-
back. Well, that's because I'm not. So if I put this other view up, let's see.
Yeah, and that's just so that it knows you're live. There you go. So look at wow, that's weird. So it eliminated a chunk of my excess bokeh-driven background. Still a little bit there, but the three of us. Uh, but if you look at live preview, that's what people will actually see.
Yeah, that's why I'm not. That's why I'm having a problem.
Yeah.
It's not a preview. It's
Well, the other thing too is the on-stage thing is useless.
That's why I'm saying I don't know why they give you a speaker two different views. You just want
No.
the broadcast.
Well, I would say that if I'm backstage, it would be great to have a backstage view, meaning where I can actually have a conversation with someone. And then when we're live, it changes to the live view, which is the one that the live preview represents. Just like that. Don't get it. But I'll ask them about that, and I'll ask them about team and collaboration using a single account. Because the
Wait a
whole
minute.
idea of the single account with team members is that it's got one address.
I want to try something. I want to try putting you and me both backstage and see what happens.
All right.
It'll just be me on this one with the other two in backstage mode.
Okay.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Yeah, I have one, but I'm in twice. So I was really expecting you and me to be backstage together. On are you yourself? Are you just seeing yourself backstage? You don't have three images? One backstage, one live preview, and one big. Really? I'm gonna see if I can share an image of what I'm seeing when I did that. Yeah, that's what she should see. But I was thinking that since there's one of me on stage, one of me backstage, and you backstage, I was expecting that both you and me backstage might be able to talk to each other and see each other. Well, no, I am backstage. One of me is backstage. Right. And I'm sure Tina is hearing both of us. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Tina, are you hearing Paul and I talk right now, or are you just hearing me talk to myself? That would be kind of interesting to know. Yeah. So let's see if she lets us know. Okay, so why am I getting? I'm getting a text. Interesting. She sends me a text, says no call. Why is so weird? Why I get the text? I guess she's sending. Yeah, I know. I see it, but yeah, yeah. I'm just wondering why it's interesting. Okay. Anyway, so this is the talk back then. I can talk to you, and and you. Yeah, but what I'm saying is you can hear me and I can hear you, but she can't hear you because you're on screen. Well, it's good, but how do I talk to you without them hearing me?
And you can talk to people uh, backstage, um, so to speak, privately. But of course, they're going to hear you. You're live and on screen. I mean, it's really good when you have more than one person on screen involved in the effort, right? Where the producer,
Yeah,
let's say
it's good for it's almost like if you're doing a cable news show and you have a producer in your ear. That
exactly.
that's what this is about.
That's exactly the benefit of these kind of things.
Yeah.
And again, Roadcaster Pro, same exact idea. Thanks, Tina, by the way.
Yep. Thanks. Now Paul is back on visually. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
I'll
that's
tell
what.
you one thing, my video and lighting is really good. I'm very impressed.
What is that? The GH6?
No, this one is the Black Magic.
Oh, the black.
Um, the GH6 is this one. This one needs some work, but oops, sorry, I just shut the lights off.
Do you have the FX3 set up?
Not for this. No, I have it set up though. I mean, I actually went ahead and did all the settings so I can shoot B-roll with it now, and everything's set to go now. I just got to learn how to shoot the B-roll. I got the proper LUTs set up. I got all the things I need to get the kind of B-roll I want. Now I got to build out the B-roll. So, but that camera will be used as a B camera, not as a when the S5 2X comes, that will replace the Panasonic GH5 Mark II.
Oh, okay.
That's the plan. Um, but the Panasonic GH5 Mark II would still be the road camera for now. The FX3 would be for going out and taking shots around this area and elsewhere.
Cool.
Yeah, I got a good plan for it, and it's not a it's a fascinating camera, and there's so much you can do with it, and so I've worked on figuring out how to do that. I've been learning the camera the last few days, and I actually have it now. I have it down pretty well. So I'm ready to roll now. I just have to learn how to shoot B-roll.
Hmm.
So, well, I mean, I know how to, and I just have to set up my initial ideas. I have some ideas for EWPK B-roll, so I want to do that. Anyway, so yeah, I think, let's say this. I think this is a good candidate for transition. I think we got a lot to learn. If I'm, and I think the two things I need to bring to customer service are collaborator and why not a live view of the actual thing that people are seeing for the speakers.
Or bigger live view.
Right. I mean, basically, what we see on the big screen here is what everyone sees on whatever screen they're using on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. They see that.
Yeah.
Why are we seeing something completely different and that has no real value the way
Yeah.
it is?
Exactly.
It's everything about it is kind of wrong. So it just may be a setting we don't know about too. That's the other side.
Might be.
Yeah, we'll find out.
All right.
All right.
That's a good first test.
I think so.
So we'll see what happens in the broadcast and the recording and all that.
Yep. Keep me posted on it, and if you can, send me a link to the actual recording.
I'm guessing you'll have it when you log in.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And I'll get the questions out to customer service right now.
Yeah, and she's also saying LinkedIn is lag. Yeah, we kind of figured that one. Facebook is more real time. Yeah, both of them. So that's interesting because that means it's not a StreamYard thing; it's a LinkedIn thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we only do the best we can on those.
Oh yeah, well we have no control over that.
Yeah. See, now I have no idea. How do you leave the studio here?
Well, let me end the broadcast, and I think
Yeah.
I'll end the broadcast, and I'm guessing we'll just be doing what we're doing, but not broadcasting. So let's see.
Okay, let's see.
End broadcast.